That's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Here's Fields now on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run with Herbert. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On first down, right back to Herbert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run again on first down. Cook takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Deontay Hardy, 75 yards. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They snap it to Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Allen off the play fake. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
you don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing off. They got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 30-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Throwing again is Fields. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chicago. the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This is caught. It's Hardy. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
On play action, Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The throw over the middle taken in. 23 yards the pickup there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. From the 41, here's second and a couple. Fields throwing again. That's complete right side to Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. And now they're in the hurry up. On first down, it's Fields. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 33 yards. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for two here. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Hardy's got it on the out route. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. In motion is Hardy. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet.
A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Here's Fields.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
37. Bills 26.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
This is first and 10. Here's Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
To throw is Allen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Moving inside the 20.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
19 Hines on the return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake the fence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Fields pass intercepted. The Bills take over first and
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Room to maneuver at the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, 38 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Off to the races. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, but a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Fields now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Incomplete, right side to Cook. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. He's into space past the 25.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
This just a 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
To throw is Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
On play action, Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st.
Ran it last time, now Fields to throw.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Santos on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he'll go down at the 28. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis,
28 yards.
and the Bills are able to widen their advantage.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
A give left side here for Herbert.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Fields.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Off play action. Fields.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Allen's throw is complete. Touchdown! Deontay Hardy.
A 24-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen now on 1st down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Going deep for Diggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Bill.
Allen.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Now Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 36 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Fields on first down. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and
On second down, a run with Herbert.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Fields going to change things up here.
Bears first down.
Here's Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 48 yards.
And the Bears get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Brings up second and 7. At the 41-yard line.
On second down, here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And the Bills first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are able to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, Our coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Trying to lay one up deep. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake. Allen. This is caught. It's Hardy. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Allen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Fields trying to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And quickly they get to the line. On play action, Allen fighting to stay upright, eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
Flushed out right.
That's complete to Mooney.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On first down, it's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another Bears first down.
Again, Fields. And this one too low.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second and 10, Fields.
He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, 34 yards. And the Bills have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance get him back.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Fields.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this